This man, dressed in a sailor suit, wearing a little white hat, with one eye closed and a pipe in his mouth, and possessing a pair of strong arms, doesn't he look a bit familiar? Don't be fooled by his short stature. Once his energy bursts out, he can twist a person into a pretzel with one hand and knock down even the tallest and strongest man with a single punch. He is the real-life version of Popeye the Sailor Man. One day, Popeye arrived at a small town. This town was under the control of Bluto. As soon as Popeye landed, he was charged a lot of taxes by Bluto's men. There were taxes for docking the ship, taxes for newcomers to the town, taxes for dock garbage disposal, and even a tax for asking questions. People who saw the strange-looking Popeye quickly avoided him, and even the shops closed their doors immediately. Finally, there was a hotel that wasn't afraid to take him in, and the female lead, Olive, showed him to his room. However, the room's facilities were really poor, and even the bed could be broken in half just by sitting on it. Popeye quickly helped Olive up, proving that his reputation as a strong sailor was well-deserved. That evening, Popeye joined them for dinner, but by the time he found a seat, dinner was already over. How powerful is Bluto, who controls the town? Just by shouting loudly, he can make the entire town turn off their lights immediately. The next day was Burger Day in the town, and everyone had to go to the bar to eat burgers and pay a burger tax. It is said that this was also Bluto's rule. Popeye came to the town to look for his long-lost father. He had sailed across the 7 seas but still hadn't found any trace of his father. Inside the bar, some of Bluto's reckless men not only mocked Popeye for having only one eye and arms like stars but also said that his father must be as ugly as he is. The people in the bar were terrified. Some quickly closed the doors, some trembled with fear, and some hurriedly ran away. Popeye, new to the place, suppressed his anger, hoping they would apologize to him. Unexpectedly, they not only refused but also made fun of others in the bar. Popeye couldn't stand it anymore and gave them a good lesson. He not only used boxing but also practiced Wing Chun. That night, there was an engagement dinner at Olive's house, where her parents wanted to marry her off to Bluto because he was rich and powerful, making him a good marriage prospect. When Popeye arrived at the dinner, it was like a teacher suddenly entering a noisy classroom. The whole room fell silent. To ease the awkward atmosphere, Popeye complimented the lady next to him, saying, "Your mink is really beautiful." The lady, who was actually a fox, remained silent. Popeye had no choice but to walk away awkwardly. Oliver was getting ready, while the bridesmaids beside him kept discussing Brutus. Although he was ugly, he was wealthy. Brutus didn't bring flowers, so he had to grab some from a roadside flower pot for the entrance effect at the marble hall. This is how he greeted his mother-in-law. The flowers he brought weren't for Oliver, but for fortune-telling. He loves me not. Oliver wasn't happy with the marriage. He quietly packed his bags upstairs, then sneaked out with his luggage. This man was really unfortunate. On the night of the engagement, his fiancée ran away. In his anger, he bit a glass and threw the sofa out. He easily bent a lamp into a necklace. His destructive ability was so impressive that even a husky would be envious. Just as Brutus discovered this, his fiancée appeared with a child and Popeye. His anger shot through the roof. Even the color at the door changed. Brutus angrily walked up and punched Popeye. He punched him again, sending him rolling out. As Popeye got up, Brutus approached again and punched him, making him spin. Then, with a punch to the head, he turned him into a human drill. Actually, the child was given to them by someone. Oliver, who had run away from the wedding, met Popeye on the road. Popeye kindly helped carry the luggage. While resting by the roadside, their luggage was secretly swapped. Oliver found the child so cute that he decided to take him home. As soon as they reached the door, they encountered an angry Brutus. The next day, Brutus imposed a quadruple tax on Oliver. Even after pawning everything in the house, they still owed a huge debt. The father could only weep. Meanwhile, Oliver and Popeye happily raised the child, naming him Little Bean. One day, a big guy came to town. His ship had been transformed into a boxing ring. The big guy claimed that anyone who could defeat him would win $150. Oliver's brother, Ollie, dressed in yellow, stepped into the ring to pay off their parents' debt. In front of the big guy, Ollie looked like a tiny speck. A punch as big as a sandbag landed, like giving the big guy a massage. The big guy just lightly punched back and knocked him out. Then, with a kick, he sent Ollie flying. Popeye couldn't stand it anymore and jumped into the ring. Unexpectedly, the big guy played dirty and attacked Popeye from behind. Fortunately, Popeye was agile and wasn't hurt. The match officially began. Popeye stepped forward and flicked his forehead. No matter how the big guy tried to hit, Popeye blocked it with ease. Then, with one punch, he sent the big guy flying 40 meters away. Unexpectedly, the big guy played dirty again, and this time, Popeye got angry. He punched the big guy in the stomach and then twisted his arm like a pretzel. Afterwards, with one punch, he knocked the big guy down. Whenever they had time, the two of them would feed little Sweepia together. Their relationship grew closer. One day, Olive discovered that Sweepia had the ability to predict the future. So, they took him to the racetrack. Winning continuously soon caught the attention of the boss behind the scenes, Bluto. Due to an accident, Popeye pushed a tax collector into the water and gained the support of the entire town's residents. While they were happily celebrating, Bluto's men took advantage of the chaos to kidnap little Sweepia. The adorable little boy was kidnapped. A strange man was feeding him spinach with a spoon. It turned out he was Popeye's father and also the boss behind Bluto. Bluto planned to use Sweepy's ability to make money. Popeye's father refused, so Bluto tied him up. When Popeye learned that his father and Sweepia were on the ship, he planned to rescue them. As soon as he entered, he saw his father hanging there. Both had muscular arms, both had a pipe in their mouth, and both had their right eye closed. When their eyes met, they finally recognized each other. While they were reuniting, Bluto took Sweepia and ran away. Later, he also kidnapped Olive and others. As they left the wrecked ship, Bluto had already sailed away. Popeye and his father quickly set sail to chase him. After a long chase, they arrived near a small island. Popeye's father planned to fire a cannon at Bluto's ship, claiming it was just a warning and would be safe. Unexpectedly, both shots hit the ship. In a hurry to rescue, due to the speed of the boat, they accidentally capsized the small boat. This collision also blew up their own ship. It turned out that Bluto had already rowed away in a lifeboat. With Oliver and Little Bean in tow, he left to find treasure underwater. After prying open the giant octopus's tentacles, he hoisted up a big chest. This time, he's sure to strike it rich. At this moment, the octopus monster woke up and came over, and Popeye and the others followed. Popeye still couldn't match Bluto and kept getting beaten up. The octopus monster spotted Little Bean on the lifeboat and was about to capsize it when Popeye's father used a hook to lift Little Bean to safety. Then, the octopus monster grabbed Oliver. Popeye's father opened the treasure chest, only to find a few cans of spinach inside. It turns out he was the one who told Bluto about the chest's location. Popeye was overpowered by Bluto, who planned to chain him and sink him underwater. Popeye's father threw a can of spinach to Popeye, urging him to eat it quickly. Popeye said he hated eating spinach. Hearing this, Bluto wanted to disgust him even more and poured an entire can of indescribable, unknown substance directly into Popeye's mouth, then sank him into the water. You should know, when Popeye eats spinach, he becomes strong. The water's surface began to churn with huge splashes, and a massive muscular arm punched Bluto away, dove into the water, rescued Oliver, and then spun its fist rapidly underwater, punching the octopus monster into the sky. After Oliver happily kissed Popeye, they went on to live a shamelessly happy life together. The movie, Popeye, ends here. It's said that this was America's first movie to turn an animated film into a live-action version. Due to its positive reception at the time, it led to the live-action filming of other series like Spider-Man. Alright, if you want to see more great movie reviews, please follow me. Bye-bye. Yeah.